weekend, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Giants taking on the 51s. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. With Game 6 in front of us, it's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like you could go either way.
You know, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, number 35. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist singing.
Well, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy at-bats and run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Okay, all set to go. And now the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. In there at the knees for a strike. The foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Almost got him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. The string of the changeup.
Well, there's a small sign of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
One out, base is empty. Up the middle. On to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. That one is gone. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead. That's an impressive swing of the bat to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now it's going to be Gigantes Noel. Up and in, and it's 2-1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Manny Machado to bat next. 2 outs. No question about this one. It's out of here. That was blasted to the moon. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Manny Machado. The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled off.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in his first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. That is that. 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. This is the World Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill today, Christopher Sanchez.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him. And he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different operates. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire. So he knows he'll have to work, get all 3 effectively, and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Late with the swing there.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground, right side. Slides for the stop. Steps in the bag. Got him. Nicely done there. Let's take a look at the lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning. Everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and that ball smashed on a line. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Carlos Delgado will hit next.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Up the middle. Throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they go quietly there. 1 inning in the books here. The Giants have the advantage, 2-0. Second inning set to go. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 2-1 now. Rip towards third. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And up to the plate is Will Smith. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through for the catch. Cast it right by him.
Oh, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side and across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Two down, nobody on. Base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. A long throw, and that's the 3rd out.
Let him know that you the best. Let him know that you the best. Let him know that you the best.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, here is Ivan Calderon. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Laureano makes the ground. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Off the mark there. Ball two. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
2 outs, bases empty. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like? The swing is.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
That was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. What a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. Exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about a great swing.
Scoring position with 2 away. Here's the rookie third baseman, Ivan De Jesus. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab to first, and they get the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play. That ends the inning.
On to the third inning. Raimel Tapia up to hit. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Towards right center, that's well struck. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
The center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Next offering way off the plate. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in Game 6.
There's a strike. He's got some good opposite field power. What I like about to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That just misses, and the count is filled up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The best location with the fastball that struck three, but when you're playing high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Here's Ramon Laureano. And ball 4 to a board.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So first and second with one gone. Here's Miguel Sano. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 6 of the World Series. So heat there at 98 miles an hour. So first and second with 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Gigantes Noel. Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do?
Well, never gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, driving that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two on, 2 outs. Good job to fight that one off. Next pitch way upstairs. Just off the outside edge.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. We didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. As we go to the last of the third, here's Eddie Rosario. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Fly ball to right. Laureano trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Lefties can definitely be a little happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
One down, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Joey Cora. And the pitch. Double play ball to second. There's one, and that's 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete. The Dominican Republic on top 2-0. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Manny Machado. Trying to check his swing there. Now it'll go to first. provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
Fouled off. And what does it do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
Rosario calls it in, and there's 2 away. The batter now will be Will Smith. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
And the 2-2. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. It's the 6th game of this World Series. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Felipe Crespo. Pitch. Here's a rocket up to left. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. The throw in. And that's a leadoff.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected that into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball get that ball. That's a cool stroke.
Now it's the DH. Carlos Delgado. The count 2-1. And a good eye there.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner at second, nobody out. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, the jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Going on to wake the team up with the free pass.
So now it's the third. Ivan Calderon. On the ground, 2 ball. There's 1. To Sano. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Still 2 down now, and here is Joel Navarro. Next offering is downstairs. Francisco Lindor. And a ball and 2 strikes. The shortstop takes the ball. The 2-2 on the way. And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Ivan De Jesus waits on deck. The pitch. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A shot to the opposite field. It's 3-2.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it.
Out towards right center field. On the move to the gap. Brings it in. And that is that. A strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still can't hear it, standing right there, but you can't.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Adrian Beltre.
And that's in for a strike.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Now the left fielder, Raimel Tapia. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss as he was out front. The wind of the pitch.
He was shot at the ball right there, the way that slider made it. Just nasty.
So the lineup flips over. Yuri Ruiz now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And another ball.
We're just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Swing and a miss. The ladder for the play. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Eddie Rosario. That misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
And a swing and a miss there. Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Outside, and that is ball 4. Roberto Perez standing in. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. The 1-1. Rosario runs. Pitches low. Throw to second, and he's out.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
The pitch. On the ground to third. throws to first in time.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Here's the second baseman, Joey Cora. Swings through that one for strike 2. And now 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Here's a 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Top 6. Laureano comes up to hit. And he blows that one by 100. Double barrel action in the bullpen. Tyson Miller appears to be getting loose. Rodriguez, a lefty, warming up as well. And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's some real power at the plate. Miguel Sano.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. And that quickly 2 away. So now the DH spot, John Kenzie Noel.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely. Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Puerto Rico out front 3-2. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Felipe Crespo. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Foul ball. Stays alive. And now the lefty. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double. He's second in.
Shows a really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a solid swing right there. Those always feel great.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Christopher Sanchez is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Garcia gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's a big power threat. Carlos Delgado. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's second. And he chases that one. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you off to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Garcia, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. Now first baseman Joel Navarro.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And that's outside. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses the zone. And a full count now. Francisco Lindor would be next if they can.
He's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Right back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. They add a couple more. It's 5-2.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack it, he finds a way to punish you. Exploded through the zone.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Here comes a pitch. That one at the knees for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. That one not close, and it's 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 5-2. New inning getting started. Now Machado up here. The Giants in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Wouldn't chase that time.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. Outside, and that is ball 4. It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And he deals. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 2-2. Ripped to first. There's the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Will Smith, the next to hit.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
That's down and in. A slider missed. 2 down, nobody on. Late here in Game 6. On the ground right side. And that'll do it. Righty reliever out of the pen, Abner Uribe.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the third baseman, Ivan De Jesus.
Third baseman.
That one drifts inside. Uribe is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. The 2-1. And another ball. Activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, up and throwing. Estevez warming up as well. The 3-1. Big swing and a miss.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
And down on strikes. Now 1 away.
Well, big power guy right there, generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They try to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Next offering is in for a strike. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Right through there, got it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Roberto Perez.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Back up the, that got him! And he saved it first. And now the hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Joey Cora. Next pitch is downstairs.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Wouldn't chase that turn. Felipe Crespo waiting for a turn at the plate. The 3-1. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and the defense comes away with nothing. So 2 on with 2 away. And here is Felipe Crespo. Kicks and deals. And foul ball. Two on, two outs. Outside low. And that's ball two.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground, Marte. They get the force. Inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Alexis Diaz.
Power slider guy there. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Adrian Beltre digs in now.
Right through there for a strike. Well, it's critical right here that they hold on and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swung on, belted. Crespo going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat. I thought the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Here's the left fielder, Raimel Tapia. And that one in the air center field. Crespo gets under it, puts it away for the out. And there are two outs.
Now, the center fielder.
So the batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And the inning is over. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Gregory Silva.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now the DH, Carlos Delgado. And a pitch. And it's fouled away. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And to the side. And the count's full. The pitch. Well struck right field. It's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now, left fielder.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ivan Caguas. And that one finds its way through. And the postseason success continues for him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And here's the first baseman, Joel Navarro. Calderon, the base runner at first with one out. Now snap throw to first.
No, he's in there.
Calderon dives back in safely. 2-1 now. Way out front for strike 2. The slider just misses. Man at first, one away. Ground ball. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. And it throws offline. Safe at third.
He was all over that. Couldn't get in the air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got it right on it. There's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Outside corner, there's a strike. Runners at the corners, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another home. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 8-2. City, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. It's so impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, get it far enough to get out of this ball.
Rebel against the dying of the light, and I will not go gentle tonight. Find a path, find a journey.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen. Carlos Estevez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Base is empty, one away. Down the third baseman, Ivan De Jesus. Swing and a bouncer. On the run, sends it over to first. Quick recovery from the misplay, pays off for the out.
Just an outstanding play coming up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth, yet so quick at the same time. And any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
Wouldn't chase that time. There's the strike up high. It's 2-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez getting loose out there. And the right-hander deals. And another ball. Roberto Perez hitting on deck circle. And he grounds one to the right side. Marte throws the first in time. That is the third out of the inning. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show.
You need to stop asking me 21 questions, going back and forth, and playing tennis. You 1 minute, about to start up a war. Gullah, acting goofy like a Bengali stranger.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyson Miller.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so it should be fairly cool and easy out there. You still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch out there. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. Falling behind 2-1.
A I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And a swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strike. Now only 1 out remaining.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced at this one. Keep him straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. He's throwing fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Right-hander kick steals. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. We'll try to stay on that bat side just a little bit longer and see if we can do some damage.
This could end it. Three. That's it. They've won the World Series.
Huge congrats to the World Series champs. This was an incredibly special team all season long, and what I love most is that these home fans that supported this team game in and game out, they got to witness it in their home. So many memories over this season, but in this game, this city is already going crazy.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Shelby. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.